Mobile games have a bad reputation, but that wasn't always the case. In my youth, there was a time when having an iPod Touch was a flex, not because of the music, not because of the turtleneck Apple hype, but because of the games. Cut the Rope, Angry Birds, Pocket God, Doodle Jump, Jetpack Joyride, there were real gems in the mobile gaming scene. And then, in 2014, after a year of just kinda being there, one mobile game suddenly began to take over the internet. One mobile game came to rule over them all. This is the story of Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird was a difficult game, really difficult, but also addicting. The premise is simple. Tap the screen to make the bird flap, flap the bird through the pipes, and rinse and repeat. As demonstrated by our old pal PewDiePie, the Flappy Bird addiction centered around a desire to one-up your mates.
I'm not leaving until I beat my girlfriend.
As it turns out, this desire is fairly universal. So, during January 2014, once people suddenly began tweeting about it and texting about it and making Let's Plays of it, Flappy Bird snowballed into a multimedia phenomenon. Everyone was playing this game. By the end of January 2014, Flappy Bird was the most downloaded free game on the App Store.
Whoa.
Its creator, more on him later, said that the game was making $50,000 a day through in-game advertising.
King in the castle, king in the castle.
Happy days, right? Well, when you find success, there will always be haters. And boy, did Flappy Bird have its haters. Flappy Bird was frustrating. The kind of frustrating that would make you have that special type of gamer rage. Of course, people took to Twitter, humanity's great cesspool, to let out this frustration. Unhappy players would tweet directly at Dong Nguyen, Flappy Bird's creator, to let him know exactly how they were feeling. "Dear creator of Flappy Bird, I hate you. Go die in a hole," one user tweeted. "Sorry, but I won't," Dong replied. "I hate you and your stupid fucking game. I mean, I hit one feather on a pipe and I die. How realistic is that?" Another wrote. "Please don't expect realistic in games. Besides, I think my games are not for everyone," Dong replied. "How many death threats do you get a day?" one asked. "A few hundreds," Dong replied. "As you created Flappy Bird, can you make me win?" another asked. "No, I cannot. It's just a game. Take care of yourself first. I don't make games to ruin people's lives," Dong replied. Games journalism is kinda bad. Since Flappy Bird was a game, of course games journalists had to get involved. Kotaku, a games journalism site, took advantage of the Flappy Bird hype train by claiming that the green pipes in Flappy Bird were undoubtedly plagiarized from Mario. The title of their article was, and I quote, "Flappy Bird is making $50,000 a day off ripped art." Someone sounds jealous. Update! While Kotaku initially believed that the green pipes were ripped straight off from Mario, after scrutinizing them side to side, it's clear that Flappy Bird's pipe is a new, albeit unoriginal drawing. Nice one, Kotaku. Huffington Post took a shit on Flappy Bird, US Gamer gave Flappy Bird 1 star out of 5 and took a shit on it, IGN gave Flappy Bird 5.4 out of 10, criticizing its no skill requirement and took a shit on it. Did you know that Flappy Bird has a Metacritic score, yes, a literal Metacritic score of 52 out of 100? Games journalists, what's wrong with you? It's a free mobile game. It wasn't just games journalists. Traditional media outlets also got involved. Vietnamese and French newspapers accused Flappy Bird of being a clone of an earlier mobile game called Pew Pew vs. Cactus, and honestly, they kinda have a point. Blue Cloud Solutions claimed that Flappy Bird must have used bots to achieve its level of success. Both the Daily Telegraph and Newsweek questioned Dong about how his app achieved such an outrageous level of success naturally. Dong answered, "If I did fake it, should Apple let it live for months? I'd like to make my games in peace." On the 4th of February 2014, after a barrage of questions and interrogations about how he achieved his success and about whether he ripped off other games, Dong simply tweeted out, "Press people are overrating the success of my games. It is something I never want. Please give me peace." And then 4 days later, on the 8th of February, it all reached a tipping point. Dong had had enough. "I am sorry, Flappy Bird users. 22 hours from now, I will take Flappy Bird down. I cannot take this anymore." Did the press people leave him alone?
Oh, hell no!
Article after article was then released questioning why Dong took down Flappy Bird. Outlets claimed it was because of legal trouble, or because of this, or because of that. Update! The game's creator says he now wants to remove Flappy Bird due to some reaction he has received. When asked if it was because of criticism of the game's art, he said it was not, and also said it was not due to any legal issues. Way to cover your backs, Kotaku. Aside from the media, the honorable people of the internet respected Dong's wishes by trying to auction phones that had Flappy Bird already downloaded on it for thousands of dollars. We truly do live in a society. Remember when I said I would talk about Flappy Bird's creator? Well, Vietnam is a country with a growing economy, a rich and diverse culture, and properly tasty food. It does not have a popping off video game industry. Van Phuc is a village in Vietnam. It is traditionally associated with silk weaving. Van Phuc has an even less popping off video game industry. Probably. This is where Flappy Bird's creator, Dong Nguyen, grew up. You know what story the media could have run with when Flappy Bird popped off? They could have told the story of how a passionate indie game maker defied all the odds. This could have been a real feel-good, heartwarming moment for the gaming industry, but it was instead so pathetic, so 5.4 out of 10. Everyone saw Flappy Bird's success and heard about the $50,000 a day and decided that they wanted their pound of flesh. No one wanted to focus on the fact that a villager from Vietnam proved that anyone can make games that have the ability to take over the entire world. Yeah, the game is dumb as shit, but Dong's accomplishment is still awesome in my opinion. I think the outrageous level of criticism Flappy and Dong received is partly due to the fact that in 2014, people weren't still used to the whole viral meme capitalize make money type of thing, and partly due to the fact that Dong was too open, too honest with the world. As sad as it is to say, he made himself an easy target, and it sucks because he seems like such a genuine dude who really just wants to have fun making games. The great irony is that, for as much as Flappy Bird was attacked for being an allegedly crappy Pew Pew vs Cactus clone that ripped off Mario art, after it was taken down, Flappy Bird became the most copied and ripped off game of all time. Sesame Street made a Flappy Bird clone. Fallout Boy made a Flappy Bird clone. Goddamn Epic Games, aka Future Fortnite, made a Flappy Bird clone. Did any games journalist site, any media outlet genuinely report about the blatant ripping off of Flappy Bird?
Oh, hell!